On October 4th, the West Bloomfield Fire Department held their annual open house at Fire Station Number 1. The open house kicks off National Fire Prevention Week by bringing the public together to teach our youth about fire safety. Civic Center TV, in cooperation with the West Bloomfield School District, was there to kick off the event with a live broadcast on 89.3 WBLD, the new Lakes FM. We spoke with community leaders about safety education and how the various facets of the township work in collaboration.
Broadcasting live here at the annual West Bloomfield Fire Department open house. And we are broadcasting live on WBLD 89.3, the all-new Lakes FM. My name is George Moore from Civic Center TV. I'm joined by my host, also from Civic Center TV, Penny Rubin.
Hello.
And we have guests that we've been speaking with here at this event. And it's been well attended. We are here on Orchard Lake Road, right next to West Bloomfield High School. If you're thinking of coming out and joining us, you can park at West Bloomfield High School. West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation has provided a shuttle to bring you over to this location so you can join in and be a part of the festivities today. Right now we're going to speak with Howard Rosenberg, who's a West Bloomfield Township trustee, who's out here joining us today. Thank you for joining us, Howard.
You're welcome. My pleasure to be here. Hi, George. Penny, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Now, we've touched upon during the course of the day how everybody gets involved, from the commissioners and trustees. Everybody gets involved in these type of events. Give us your thoughts on that and how it's important to the community.
Well, I think that the fire department, as you know, is a fabulous department. They have highly trained, skilled firefighters / paramedics that are cross-trained to do all their different jobs. Plus, we have a lot of people on this fire department that trains other departments. And we have technical rescue people, fire rescue people, medical rescue people, and our response time is as good as you can get. I mean, if you call us, we're there within 4 minutes for both police and fire. And the reason for that is because, to answer your question, it starts with community support. Mm-hmm. The residents of the township have demanded the best, and they're willing to pay for it. They have said, we want the best fire and police. We want to be completely protected. We have a full-time police department, close to 80 officers, close to 80 firefighters, and if you call us right now, we're at your place in 4 minutes, ready to take care of you. Mm-hmm. And back when we had the financial meltdown and we lost a quarter of our property taxes, we had a big problem because we didn't have enough money to pay for a fire department and police department. And so the unions met with us, and they truly shared in the sacrifice. They were willing to hold off on raises, they were willing to give back on pensions, and as a result, when we went to the people to ask for more money, they gave us more money. And so everybody's involved in this, and this is the way the department gives back to the community by showing them what our capabilities are, and especially with the children, helping them understand what we do and how to get involved in fire prevention.
Children are always so fascinated, as you can see and tell, and it's always been that way with people who protect us and keep us safe, police and fire, and to see the wide eyes out here today and see them enjoying everything is such a pleasure. We were talking about it earlier. You just never know who may eventually join by being influenced by this.
There was a little boy who was talking to the police chief earlier. I was watching him. He had his communications gear on. He had his belt on. He knew all about the police department. He was telling the chief what was what. So I think we're going to hire him right away.
There's a future first responder there. The community involvement, and we cannot touch on that enough, Mr. Rosenberg, as far as how important that is for you guys to be able to do your job when you provided the materials to do that. So we want to continue to stress that, the importance in the community. And this community of West Bloomfield and the surrounding areas are very well taken care of by, as what you said earlier, the best trained, the best equipped.
Right.
And it always has to stay that way.
And I think that we should also point out that the fire department is a multi-jurisdictional department. Not only is it West Bloomfield, but it's also Orchard Lake, Sylvan Lake, and Kego Harbor.
Yeah.
A number of years ago, in the previous administration with David Fleischer when he was supervisor, they actually combined the fire departments so that we could serve all 4 communities. So that when the governor and other state officials say that you should combine services, we've already done that. So we're sharing in a number of services, a number of backroom operations. So we cover all those areas, and the residents of those 3 smaller communities are as well served as West Bloomfield is.
We are speaking with Howard Rosenberg, West Bloomfield Township Trustee, as we are here at the annual West Bloomfield Fire Department Open House at Fire Station 1 on Orchard Lake Road, and this event will be going on until about 3 o'clock today.
And as we were speaking with EMS Captain Gary Proctor earlier, and he was commenting on the increasing elderly population in West Bloomfield, and is servicing emergency calls to that population presenting a challenge?
It is. It is presenting a very, very difficult challenge. We are aging in place, and we are becoming an older community, and a lot of the developers are coming in with senior residents. And so we look at that very closely in our planning commission, in our board commission, and we work closely with police and fire to make sure that we can serve their needs, because they have a lot of specialized needs, as you know. And they're not life-threatening needs so much as they are service needs, such as slip and falls, or just simple calls or simple take to the doctors, which also includes parks and recreation. Because as you know, we have a shuttle running right now from the Parks and Rec. As a senior, you can use for $1 one way, so $2 round trip. You can reserve a ride, and they will take you to the doctor's office. They will take you to the hair salon. They will take you various places. So not only do we have our public service, but we have Parks and Rec, which is a great place to visit and to enjoy our parks.
That is beautiful, because we all know the population is aging, and for it to be taken care of and serviced that way is so important in any community, but in this community particularly.
I agree, and it's and I think they appreciate that, because when we noticed in the votes, they also voted strongly to support us in our millages, in our renewals, and in various other things. So we have a lot of really strong support from the residents.
Obviously that's a big advantage for any resident within the community or communities, as you mentioned, to important for them to feel safe.
Absolutely. And I feel safe here. I know that in other neighboring communities, they're volunteer, they're part-time, aren't always there. Their response time is not as quick. So I'm tickled to be a resident, and I'm honored that the residents have sent me twice to serve them on the town board.
Timing is so important in every situation, especially when it comes to first responding. I mean, every second counts. But the folks here do such an excellent job at doing that and doing their job in responding, in first response and in quick response.
Well, the chief tells me that a fire doubles in size every minute. And that one of the reasons we want to get there as fast as we can is to not only to protect lives, but to protect property.
Of course.
We are here speaking with Howard Rosenberg, West Bloomfield Township Trustee, shedding some light on how they become involved and approve the fundings that you, the community, say that you want, in order for the community to be safe. And you guys do a great job of responding to that as well.
Thank you very much. You should come down and see our new fire truck that we just purchased for the fire department. It's sitting out there. It's brand new and shiny.
Oh, is it here today?
It's here. It's
Oh,
right
okay.
behind me. Yep.
Oh, all right, excellent. Yeah, come on down. We'll be here at the annual West Bloomfield Fire Department open house here on Orchard Lake Road. We're at Fire Station number 1, so come and join us. Mr. Rosenberg, thank you for joining us and stopping by and visiting with us.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Residents came out in large numbers to learn about fire prevention and to support its local heroes. To see more of our live broadcast of the West Bloomfield Fire Department Open House on 89.3 WBLD, visit our website at civiccentertv.com/2015 WBFD Open House.